Good morning. Welcome to the Premium Public Video Forecast discussion for Friday, March 28th, 2025. It's the last Friday of March. After this, we head into April. And everything I thought that April was going to be looks like it's starting to pan out in the model guidance. Now, let me be very clear here. Anyone running around throwing snow maps out there because the 850 millibar temperatures or mid-level temperatures are cold didn't pay attention to the observations that we've been watching throughout this week. For example, on, what was it, Wednesday, 850 millibar temperatures were around, minus 10 degrees Celsius. What was the surface temperatures during the day? Upper 40s to lower 50s. Why am I telling you this? Because when you're using modeled snow maps, and all those maps know is take 850 millibar temperatures. If it's below freezing, multiply by 10. There's your snowfall map. It works great in easy pinch in January. Not so much in late March. And that's why you stay away from them. Heck, I even stay away from them in the dead of winter because they tend to be rather misleading because your snow ratio isn't always 10 to 1. So I've been getting a lot of emails about that, a lot of questions like, hey, someone's posting this. They are a meteorologist like you, your same degree. So I was wondering what you thought about that. So I want to make that very, very clear. It's March. It's late March. It's almost April. You can't use those maps. What you can do, though, is like, share, and subscribe. It actually helps this channel out quite a bit to get the word out. And also, if you're interested in more detailed information like we're going to do in this video every day, definitely check out the Premium Consulting membership, only $15 a month. So let's take a look at the data here. And the weather pattern that I've been talking about expecting for April, it looks like it's evolving with a negative NAO signal for the spring. Okay, a spring negative NAO, which is a bit more east-based in nature. It has a nice little upper level low around the northwestern Atlantic and keeps us very, very active. Okay, so we have a lot of low pressure systems hanging around, a lot of pesky showers, variable cloud cover, variable temperatures you're going to see in this scenario for this weekend, where we're going to be in the 70s and 80s and then the 40s and 50s, all within 24 hours. And in some cases on the same day. So it is going to be a wild temperature pattern. So definitely be prepared for that. In terms of rainfall, we're going to start to trend more towards above normal. That doesn't mean rain every day, and it doesn't mean that we're going to see 2 to 3 inch rainfall events, but we're going to see a quarter of an inch here, tenth of an inch there, just starting to add up in frequency, and that will gradually build us up towards above normal based on what we're seeing here in this type of weather pattern. So this is typically driven by, again, the collapse of the polar vortex, which we typically see this time of year. But this year, because of the major stratospheric warming, we're seeing a little bit more high latitude blocking, but that blocking is displaced because the polar jet stream's retracting, which it normally does this time of year. Meanwhile, the tropical forcing is kind of muddled all over the place. So you're getting a lot of different signals in that respect. So this subtropical jet stream is more active, but also featuring some La Nina and El Nino characteristics at the same time because you're having a lot of competing signals getting thrown out there. So that's what the overall pattern is right now. When we take a look at the current observations, we have winds coming in from the west-southwest around 5 to 15 miles per hour. Temperatures ranging from the lower to mid 40s over the northern interior, mid to upper 40s around the Delaware River Valley, upper 40s to lower 50s right along the immediate coast. Overall, not too bad of a start this morning, and really this afternoon isn't going to be too bad as well. Pretty seasonable for this time of year. You can see on the latest WeatherTap radar and surface map, we do have a few isolated showers that are approaching the region, but for the most part, it's going to just be a variable cloudy day with some breaks of sun here and there. You can see on the visible satellite picture what I'm talking about. Here's your breaks of sun. Here comes your cloud cover. We're going to be bouncing in between that throughout the rest of the day and into the weekend. So if you're looking for a very, very sunny weekend with plenty of warm temperatures, your best bet is tomorrow. Because tomorrow, this whole ridge here in the upper levels is going to lift northward and heights are going to rise, and that's going to lead to clearing skies and temperatures rising rapidly into the 70s and some locations even the 80s. But it also means that we're also going to get a reaction to that. And that is our maritime air mass sitting up here. You see that northwesterly flow? Well, we're going to get another shortwave diving in over here, and that is going to send the maritime air mass here southward. So let's see how that looks like in the model, guys. Now, 500 millibars, it looks like through the next 90 hours, we have a nice upper level ridge. No big deal. It's very quiet, but the devil's in the details. And the devil is right there. Okay. That little feature there kickstarts the roll southward of the maritime air mass, while the rest of the atmosphere is featuring a nice southwesterly flow and very warm conditions. So that's why Sunday looks to be a bit cloudy and also drizzly and raw out. Philadelphia Metro, you should be okay. And these little signs here, the little troughs here that are showing up, little short waves, is going to instigate that whole boundary that's going to set up at the lower levels, and that's what's going to spark off a few isolated showers. Then Sunday night into Monday is when we start to see our cold front approaching. Again, the warm air surges northward, the backdoor cold front retreats, and here comes our cold front. Now notice strong lifting showing up way in the late evening hours on Monday. So this should negate the potential for any type of severe thunderstorm threat that someone might mention. I could see embedded thunderstorms. I could see weak thunderstorms in this scenario, and we'll take a look at the SKU-T for that. Again, the mid levels of the atmosphere, 850 millibars. Here is our trigger here at the mid levels, right? Is this marching through? There's our precipitation setting up for Saturday, opening up a few isolated showers. We have a nice southwesterly flow here. You see this shortwave right there? Well, that pushes the lower levels southward, and this is what instigates our backdoor cold front. Again, we're not looking for strong systems here, not looking for strong low pressure systems. Very slight signals that if you aren't aware of the type of weather pattern that we typically get around here this time of year, you're going to miss. So that's why, I've been talking about for some time now, hey, this is going to be a spring of the backdoor cold front. And this weekend is a perfect example of that. So again, by Sunday evening, that frontal boundary lifts northward. And then when I'm looking at the mid levels here, again, it looks like the best frontogenesis is going to be to our west still for most of the day on Monday, but still enough to support a few pesky showers. And then here comes our cold front moving through towards the late evening hours. So it looks like about 11 p.m. or so, 10 to 11 p.m. So again, this would suggest a limitation in the instability in the atmosphere. As far as moisture transport, we're definitely going to see an increase in moisture transport. Plenty of moisture is going to be in the atmosphere, really enhanced by the time we get to Monday night with the cold front passage. And that also shows up nicely in the precipitable water values. Again, this doesn't necessarily mean widespread rainfall. It just means that the showers that do develop will be capable of a brief heavy downpour here and there. But this is not a washout weekend in any way, shape, or form. By Monday, you can see the potential for a little bit more aggressive showers, a little bit heavier downpours. And then Monday night, with the cold front lifting through, you'll see that potential for some of those convective signals showing up here, kind of these bullseyes showing up here, clearly supporting the potential for some heavier thunderstorms. 850 millibar temperatures are going to be rather warm tomorrow. I mean, this is what's going to support our temperatures pushing into the 70s and 80s when you have 850 millibar temperatures around 12, 13 degrees Celsius. Then on Sunday, we back off just a little bit. And Monday, we surge in again ahead of that cold front. We get the strong warm air transport, 13 to 14 degrees Celsius. Why isn't it going to be warmer than on Saturday? Because we're going to be dealing with more showers and more cloud cover than we will on Saturday. So as a result, you end up more in the 60s and 70s, parts of Long Island in the 50s. So it's not as fruitful. Now, again, we'll keep an eye on that. There's a potential that this could end up a little bit warmer, a little bit more sunshine, leads to more instability. So we'll be keeping an eye on that through the weekend. But generally, what that means at the surface, well, look how this plays out for today. Pretty much near normal for this time of year. Nothing that's too unusual. Then tomorrow, boom, there's our surge. Now look at the gradient here. Look at the impressive polar maritime air mass that is sitting up here. And take a look at the tropical air mass here. And unfortunately, Connecticut is caught right in between. Southwest Connecticut, 76. Northeast Connecticut, well, more like 39 or 40. That's a heck of a gradient. That is a 36, 35 degree gradient over Connecticut. The rest of the region is going to be very, very pleasant. Then we get smacked down back to reality on Sunday and look at that gradient now shifting over central New Jersey, where temperatures range from the mid 40s, mid to upper 40s over portions of Long Island, lower 50s around central New Jersey, and mid 70s in Philadelphia. Talk about a thermal gradient setting up. And of course, this is going to lead to cloudy skies and a few pesky showers. No widespread rainfall yet because the frontogenesis at the rest of the atmosphere just isn't strong enough because the upper level ridge we were talking about 500 millibars. Then we get to Monday, and there is our surge again. And again, if we start really breaking into the mid 70s here, I would not be surprised if some of these thunderstorms are a little bit stronger than what we're looking at right now. And I'll explain why. So, first of all, let's take a look at this environment here on Sunday. And you can see on the SKU-T that maritime air mass. Look at the rest of the atmosphere. It's very warm. Okay, very warm atmosphere. The lower levels is where we're going to be keeping all that cool air. So what you end up with is a cloudy, drizzly, raw type of day. Then we get to Monday, and the key reason why we're watching those temperatures is that if we're still around 70 degrees rather than 67 towards the evening hours, then you're talking about instability all the way up through the atmosphere. Right now, what this looks like is more of a conditional instability. If we get enough lifting, you could spark a thunderstorm here and there. If we get these temperatures a little bit warmer, then you end up with a larger cape, and you're talking about over 500 joules per kilogram rather than around 250 joules per kilogram. So that's going to make a difference in terms of the energy in the atmosphere to spark these thunderstorms. But the negating factor is the fact this is happening so late in the evening. So more than likely, we're looking at showers, a few heavy downpours, some thunderstorms with some rumble to them, a little bit of flash of lightning, but nothing that's really severe. Maybe you get a mixed downwinds pushing your wind gusts up to 45 miles per hour. So let's dive through this forecast for today. Variable cloud cover is expected. Look for high temperatures in the mid to upper 50s over the northern interior, upper 50s to lower 60s along the coast. For tonight into tomorrow morning, watch out for a few showers as we pass through midnight with low temperatures ranging from the mid to upper 40s around Long Island, lower to mid 50s everywhere else with more cloud cover. By tomorrow afternoon, the warm front's well to the north. I can't rule out an isolated shower, but overall it's going to be a very nice day with high temperatures ranging from the lower to mid 70s along the coast, mid to upper 70s over the interior, and also upper 70s to a few lower 80s in the Delaware River Valley. So a very, very nice day is expected around the region. Now on Sunday, that warm front backs in as a backdoor cold front, lingering about here. Don't be surprised to get cloudy skies, drizzle. Not looking for any type of significant rainfall, but again, a rogue shower could produce 1/10 of an inch of rain. Look for low temperatures to range from the lower to mid 40s on Long Island and Connecticut, mid to upper 40s everywhere else, a few lower 50s in your urban area, especially around Philadelphia. High temperatures will range from the lower to mid 50s, even a few upper 40s mixed in there, for Connecticut and Long Island, upper 50s to lower 60s around the New York City metro, mid to upper 60s around central New Jersey up through northeastern Pennsylvania, and upper 60s to lower 70s, even a few mid 70s possible again of sunshine in the Philadelphia metropolitan area. So a real range of temperatures setting up for Sunday. On Monday, we have the cold front approaching. The warm front lifts through in the morning with scattered showers capable of a few heavier downpours. Look for low temperatures in the lower to mid 50s around Long Island and Connecticut, mid to upper 50s over the interior, upper 50s to lower 60s in the Delaware River Valley. High temperatures will range from the upper 50s to lower 60s on Long Island, mid to upper 60s along the rest of the coast, mid to upper 60s over the interior, and upper 60s to lower 70s in the Delaware River Valley. Again, if we push into the mid 70s, these thunderstorms that move through in the evening hours on Monday could be a little bit stronger. But right now, we're not looking for any type of severe thunderstorms at this time. By Tuesday morning, that all clears out. High pressure builds in. Look for low temperatures to range from the mid to upper 30s over the higher elevations, upper 30s to lower 40s over the rest of the interior, mid to upper 40s along the coast. Look for high temperatures with clear skies on Tuesday afternoon, ranging from the upper 30s to mid 40s over the northern interior, upper 40s to lower 50s in the Delaware River Valley, lower to mid 50s along the coast. On Wednesday, high pressure will remain in control but start to exit. Look for increasing cloud cover. Low temperatures will be chilly at first, mid to upper 20s over the northern interior, lower to mid 30s along the coast. So, still want to hold off on doing any planting. High temperatures will range from the upper 40s to lower 50s along the coast, mid to upper 40s over the interior, lower to mid 50s in the Delaware River Valley. On Thursday, a warm front will lift through with a few widely scattered showers. Other than that, look for variable cloud cover with low temperatures in the mid to upper 40s over the northern interior, upper 40s to lower 50s along the coast. High temperatures will range from the lower to mid 60s on Long Island, upper 60s to lower 70s along the rest of the coast, lower to mid 70s over the interior, and mid to upper 70s in the Delaware River Valley. And then on Friday, with the cold front staying off to our west, still keeping a few isolated showers in the forecast, more broken, scattered cloud cover, but very warm, with low temperatures ranging from the mid to upper 50s over the northern interior and along the coast, lower to mid 60s in your urban areas. High temperatures will range from the mid to upper 60s on Long Island, lower to mid 70s along the rest of the coast, mid to upper 70s over the interior, and upper 70s to lower 80s in the Delaware River Valley. So, as you can see, we have a heck of a roller coaster already over the next 7 days, and you can expect more of the same as we go through the rest of the month. So, just be prepared with these wide range of temperatures and the potential for some pesky showers if you're making plans. And as always, stay safe out there.